actitud. Ya habéis visto que de esto a mi equipo le sobra. Pero si hay alguien que personifica como nadie el tercer principio de la rebeldía, este es Julien Temple, el hombre que grabó con su cámara el nacimiento del punk, uno de los movimientos más rebeldes del siglo XX.
What does it mean to be a punk?
I think punk is an attitude. It's not a haircut. You know, it's not a leather jacket. It's not even the music from the 70s.
So there are people that say Sex Pistols, for instance, more than anything, they were just an attitude. Is that right?
Well, they were a sense of being alive, you know, in a way that you were an individual. The Pistols were whoever you wanted to be in an extreme version of yourself was the truth. You didn't need to look like lots of other people. You didn't need to look like hippies with long hair. You didn't need to look like an army of people in leather jackets with mohawk. You know, later it became this weird kind of zombie army. At the beginning, it's about exploring who you are, which connects punk with any other rebel movement, the surrealists, the Dadaists, the situationists.
And who were they? Who were the Sex Pistols, for instance?
They were kids who were supposed to not have a voice, who realized they did have an inner voice inside them that they were able to externalize and reach lots and lots of other people.
What were they rebelling against?
They were rebelling against boredom, the idea that your life is nothing, that you spend your life putting toilet rolls on shelves when you have this incredible thing called a brain that is capable of so much more than what you're being told you can do. I think to me, that's the essence of punk, is saying the most important thing you have is who you are and your dreams and what you would like to be, and you shouldn't give in to being just thrown on some conveyor belt where you have to do things for the rest of your life you don't really enjoy doing.
The punk that was born in London, with the Sex Pistols, for instance, was the same movement or the same punk movement that developed in the States with the Ramones? Or was something different?
I think it's different. I mean, the Ramones are a specific case because they kind of disproved my theory, or everyone's theory. You know, New York punk was more art connected. It was to do with the downtown art scene. They were from Queens. They just played the same chord again and again. They shook their heads. You know, they weren't artistic in the way that Patti Smith or Richard Hell were, but they were kind of cute savages. So they were part of that art scene, but they were co-opted in somehow. Sex Pistols kind of ran the show in England, and they were, you know, guys sleeping in cars. They didn't have a house. They were crazy street energy to these people. And there was an anger in British punk that there wasn't in American punk.
In the US punk?
I think, yeah.
Okay. Are you still a rebel?
Yes, with every sinew of my body.
En Cero, de Movistar Plus.